What do you like about period 6? Okay, what do you like about period 6? What do you like about 6th period?
I like that period 6 allows kids to come in and get extra help from their teachers in a low stress environment with fewer people around.
I like that there's a chance to interact more individually with students, help them, get to know them. I like to have just an amigos period 6.
I like that it's a little more organized now with the plus time, being able to sign up that way.
I like that it gives students a chance to do the work that they've missed out on.
I like that it gives me some downtime before tracks.
I like the fact that we can go and make up work and get extra help with our teachers one-on-one usually.
And what do you guys not like about 6th?
They basically lock you in.
I don't like that it's required, even for athletes, because all we're trying to do is just hang out before practice. It's very strict there. At one point this year we couldn't even use the bathroom.
I dislike that sometimes kids don't utilize it well enough. I wish that there wasn't like a stigma of period 6 to be just for people who are struggling.
I wish I had more time.
I don't like how strict they are, I guess, about signing up and where to go.
One time I got yelled at for going to the bathroom because I didn't have a pass.
And what would you change about period 6?
That's a great question. I would put period 6 in the middle of the day because I think then kids would not be able to leave early and skip out on it.
I would like for more students to feel like they have a place to be here. I think longer, but I don't really want to make school day longer. Don't misunderstand me on that.
I would change maybe the time so that they don't have the option of leaving school at that time, so they can utilize the period a little bit better.
If they need to stay behind and not for a specific class, then I feel like they shouldn't be so strict about signing up.
Make it optional.
Don't require it!
Make it a little bit more lenient and optional because some people can't stay the whole time or they need longer time. I'm okay with how it is now.
We are looking to implement some of our period 6 time during the day on Wednesdays, but that plus time system we've been using, this year will still be utilized next year. So we'll still have Tuesday and Thursday normally. That's the plus, is that more students than ever have utilized it this year. I think the negatives are still that we're missing some of those people who should be here and taking advantage of it who aren't staying. On Mondays and Fridays, we have what we call professional learning community time. We really value that time that teachers work collaboratively. Those learning things, assessments, and certain things that are skills that are taught in the classroom should be the same no matter what teacher the students get. So that Monday and Friday time is really time to make that possible. On those Mondays and Fridays, we have trainings for it's like crisis trainings, like what to do with school crisis situations. Looking to next year, we can potentially have a little bit more time for that because in the past, that time's been very limited. Now, the schedule on Wednesday will shorten up those classes a little bit, but it will still be a good amount of time in the class, and then it'll be a longer plus time block. So normally it's 25 minutes, and I believe that Wednesdays it's looking to be 38 to 40.
Okay, thank you. That's all the time we have today. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Obviously, the most important advantage, which I wish more students would take advantage of, is just the extra time with the teachers. There are many instances of students who could use that extra help. You could be an A student and still say, hey, I need help with this. Disadvantages, I think it's at the end of the day. Hey, here's an extra 25 minutes. I just want to kind of relax a little bit now. And I think that is a tough part of it. Tuesdays and Thursdays will still be at the end of the day. We did move that to the middle of the day. I'd really like it in the middle of the day. I think it would be more valuable. With the late start Wednesdays next year, we thought this would be a nice way of jumping in and giving it a try, versus just coming out and say next year, hey, all 3 days are going to be in the middle of the day. And we have to be a little tighter with some structure, making sure that students are in the place where they need to be, making sure students are signing up for the plus time. Next year on Wednesdays, you will have to sign up, and you'll have to be on an attendance somewhere. We're looking at a 38-minute plus times. It makes it long enough that we can have additional instruction that's needed that does feel like it's significant. 25 minutes can seem really fast. It can also be enrichment type stuff. It could be, hey, I've always been interested in some type of learning how to build, but I've never taken a construction class. Maybe Mr. Himmerling is running a session and, hey, let's give some basic life skill type stuff. Wouldn't it be nice just to sit down on a Wednesday and be able to crank out 40 minutes or almost 40 minutes of homework? Lunches will be the same, okay, other than the time will be a little bit later. The other classes, I think they're either 54 or 56 minutes. So your regular class periods, other than fourth period, will be in that 55-minute range, which is still a significant class period. We're not going to try to force it. If next year we see the benefits from it, absolutely. But I think it's going to be something that's going to be driven by teacher input, student input. Ultimately, it's about trying to be more efficient with our time. You pick a place and you go to a place. Yes, passes work. Same as any other period during the school day, we try to limit those passes.